Hi guys, this is Chris.
And it's Andre.
Welcome back to another episode of Nerdgasm.
So we've got a line of toys here that have just recently hit.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why. Because this is G.I. Joe, and that movie came out...
G.I. Joe Retaliation Wave 4. Here we go.
What's the point of this? This happened in March of 2013. It's December. We're almost into 2014. And we're still seeing G.I. Joe toys from a movie. Wait, what? Why?
Well, the way I see it is, one, G.I. Joe will never go out of style, and two, there's always a market for 3 3/4-inch figures with more than 5 points of articulation. So that's what we need. So, moving right along into this series. So, first of all, these are the ones that make sense, because you see it's a G.I. Joe Retaliation movie line.
So this character was in the movie.
This is in the movie. They call her Kim Arasakage. Okay. I hope I said that right. But really, it's Jinx.
Right.
This is the little yellow and black suit that she wore, kind of a Kill Bill-esque.
Right.
And she was definitely in the movie, so we finally have a figure of Jinx. And we also have the Blind Master. So
they made a toy of this guy.
I know!
He was a terrible actor. Was he a sports star or something? Who was this guy?
Was he like a rapper or something like that?
He was terrible.
He was like Roz or something like more that were in the film, kind of retooled. We already had these figures before. First of all, we have Firefly.
Okay.
Now this one, I mean, he's kind of more of the comic book version. It's basically they took the Firefly movie toy and they gave him the gray and dark gray camo patterns and stuff like that. And he also has a little tiny mini Hiss tank with him. I thought that was kind of cool.
Okay.
So he's got that. So we'll take a good look at these in a little bit here. And then we have Ultimate Roadblock. So you know how I feel about accuracy in my toys.
Yes.
So okay, this is the third figure of Roadblock we've had.
What more could they do?
The Rock.
They got the tattoo on the other one, didn't they?
No, they did not. Because
they didn't get the tattoo
the first figure, he had a tank top with fully exposed arms with no tattoos.
No tattoo. That I knew.
The second figure had sleeves. He had long sleeves, so therefore there could not be a tattoo. But I actually took the liberty of opening one here, and you can see he's got the tribal print on his arm. So he's got the tribal tattoo. Again, they use the same likeness of the Rock in this figure. And the whole thing with Roadblock, he's the heavy machine gunner.
Right.
He actually has that massive machine gun with him in this set.
And there's all the bullets for it right there.
Yep. So there you have it.
Let me look at him.
This is finally a Roadblock done right.
Same head sculpt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I accept that. That's in the film. And it took them 3 times to get it right.
3 times to get Roadblock right. It's
Third time is a charm.
Guys, come on. That first one was inexcusable. Second one, okay. Finally, this is what I want. Yeah. These are not in the film. But, again, these are for the fanboys. This is the Crimson Guard. So, this was actually Tomax and Zaymont's elite guard. Kind of like the Red Cobra Trooper. You saw him in the cartoon, saw him in the comic books, and this is kind of like what the toy looked like
He's got a
back
saber.
in the 80s.
He's got a saber in his
they kind of added stuff. There's a saber. Before he just had a gun and a backpack. This one, he's got a couple guns, a couple knives, a saber. So they kind of went nuts with him.
Okay.
Now, a little bit more of an obscure character. This is Quinn.
Oh, wow.
Quinn, best known, he did the comic books. He appeared nowhere but the comics. He was in G.I. Joe #2. They did an Arctic mission. And he befriended Snake Eyes, and he's like the little Eskimo G.I. Joe guy.
And he's in shorts, and he lives in the Arctic?
Nah, no kidding.
Shorts and short sleeves. And
I
mean, even the Eskimos wear the
parkas and stuff, but no, he did not have that, so...
Stupid!
I know, but he actually has the necklace of skulls that Snake Eyes took from him after he met his demise.
That's it.
But...
He's an angry looking...
Oh,
excuse me. That's an angry-looking little guy.
Well, if you only did one comic book, I guess you're not going to be too happy. So
he's
that's the history of this character. So, moving along. All right.
That's definitely the lowest point so far, that Eskimo guy
Hey, it's in the wave. It's in the wave. We're going to review it. All right, so here we go. Now, we've got a few, as they call, ultimate versions.
Okay.
So these are more comic book-based. And original Toy Series based. This is called Ultimate Storm Shadow. Again, this was really nothing to do with the movie. This is almost like a remake of the 80s toy, which is also kind of done in the 25th anniversary line a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Except this one's got like this like crazy little jetpack thing you see back there.
Yeah.
But if you already had the 25th anniversary one, I'd say you're complete. There's no need to go for this one. But there you have Ultimate Storm Shadow.
A completely different sculpt? Everything's different on that?
Oh, no. There's definitely some shaded parts for that figure.
Okay.
I haven't done like a full side-by-side comparison, but a lot of it looks very familiar with what I already have.
Okay.
Then we have Snake Eyes. So this one I have open. I was a little disappointed with this one. I mean, this is like the Snake Eyes everybody likes to see. He's in all black. He's got the armored visor and stuff like that. He's got the sword and the Uzi, but I just think they made him a little bit too thin. So,
his legs are too skinny. I'm just looking at
they
it. They
kind of already did this in the 25th anniversary line that I talked about, and I think they made him better. This one's not as good.
This looks thinner than the prototype. On
the back of the I know. The back of the package, he looks pretty buff.
Yeah, these legs are too skinny.
Yeah, so I was a little disappointed in him. Another thing, too, he's got all these guns, knives, pistols, etc. He's got one holster and one scabbard for the knife.
So you can't
hold everything.
Yeah.
So they should have given him a backpack with other slots to put things in or something like that. But there's one thing that set him apart. One thing.
And this is why you bought it, right?
Yes. He's got a Timberwolf, which we've seen, but look at this. He's got a point of articulation.
Yeah.
For the first time, a G.I. Joe animal has a point of articulation. His head can move side to side, up, down. Look at that.
That has never happened before.
So there you go.
It's always been one molded piece.
Exactly. Wow. And you can't do anything with them. So there you have it.
His legs are terrible.
I know. And look at his belt. His belt is flopping all around because his waist is too thin.
He looks like a ballerina.
So
look at that.
This one I'm a little disappointed with. Oh my. This is doesn't say Ultimate, but I'll call it Ultimate. We've got a Cobra Commander figure.
That is nice.
So this is the Cobra Commander figure to end all Cobra Commander figures. I wish as a child this is the figure they made. I wish that they did this when they did all the remake retro stuff. I wish they would have done this when they did the 25th anniversary. I wish they would have done this when the movie first came out.
Well, your wish came true.
It is a Cobra Commander. They've done Hooded Cobra Commanders in the past. And domed ones too. But they were a different shade of blue. You couldn't do an interchangeable head.
True.
But this one, you could totally interchange it. So, there you have the hooded, you take it off, you got this. So you can just pop that back on, and you have the other hissing Cobra Commander.
That's great.
So, another awesome thing, too, is sometimes in the comics you actually saw, like, the middle of it kind of, draw back. So it's kind of silver on there to kind of show something could happen there. And, for all you people who know the randomness of what Cobra Commander has done, there was an episode of the Transformers where you saw a character called Old Snake. And he looked like this. You take the dome off, and that's the way he looked. Just a sheer silver-plated head. Anyway, as far as accessories, he's got a pistol, like he had in the original toy. But, also, check this out. He's got, if you look at the back, he's got a little helicopter backpack. Kind of like that old game Hero that we played way back in the 80s. And it actually says Cobra Fang on it. Cobra Fang was actually the first little mini helicopter that was released in the 80s for the Cobras kind of zip around. It was a little mini copter.
So it's a little nod to the old toy.
Little nod to the old toy.
Nice. That is a great figure. The rest, boring.
So I'm glad one figure has redeemed
one has
this line.
Yes.
But the rest of it, I mean, if you're the G.I. Joe collector enthusiast,
and you gotta have them all,
go for it.
Of course, I understand.
I mean, you can kind of, take more steps towards completing your movie collection. You can take more steps towards completing your comic book and vintage toy collection.
That Eskimo's gonna fly off the shelf.
That's what I'm saying. Quinn's gonna be a hot seller.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Peg warmer.
Yeah. Okay, man. So, there we have it. G.I. Joe Retaliation Series 4. Good. I'm sure there'll be more to come. And we'll bring it to you here on Nerdgasm.
Alright, guys. This is Chris.
And it's Andre.
We'll see you next time.
Cobra!